Hey guys! I had a pretty awesome book week this past week, so I'm excited to show you the books that I've got. For Christmas, my parents gave me a Groupon for bookcloseouts.ca, and so I used that up, and the books came this week. The first couple I'm going to show you are YA, and then the rest are adult. So first up is The Sweet, Terrible, Glorious Year I Truly Completely Lost It. It's like the longest title ever. By Lisa Shanahan. And she is an Australian author, and this book, I think, was originally published under the title My Big Burkett. And I know that I think a bunch of Aussie bloggers have all given it really good reviews, including Gnomes at Ink Crush. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. Plus, I kind of love this cover. It's really cute and fun. Yeah. And the second YA book I got was Split by Swati Avasti. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm not. This one has gotten rave reviews from tons of different bloggers. I know it's supposed to be a really powerful book emotionally. I think it deals with a bunch of tough issues, and the main narrator is a boy, and I don't tend to go for that many male protagonist books, but I read a snippet of it online and really liked what I read, so I'm hoping I'll like it. And then all these next ones are adult. Somewhere in Time by Richard Matheson. This one is supposed to be some sort of romantic classic. It's a time travel book, and there's a movie based off of this one that's also really famous. I figured for, I don't know, it was like $1 something. I figured, hey, why not? Bride of Pandoric by Victoria Holt. I will admit, I am a total sucker for gothic romance. It's kind of embarrassing, but it's true. I am. And I love a good gothic atmosphere and mystery, and yeah. I first discovered Victoria Holt, who's basically one of the most famous gothic writers ever, after, I guess, the Brontes. I first discovered her when I was in university, and I was like scouring the library for something remotely interesting to read, and I hadn't realized that there was practically no interesting fiction at my university library. I think I hadn't discovered the education library at that point, which had the children's YA section, which is like a goldmine. But I did find a couple Victoria Holt novels. They sounded the most interesting of all the books I'd come across in the library, so I was like, what the heck, I'll give them a shot. And I kind of got sucked into them. I think one of them was The Mistress of Malin. I'm not sure which the other one was. Pretty sure I haven't read The Bride of Pandoric, but I kind of love the cover as well. And all these books were pretty cheap, so I went for it. Next is Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. It's about this guy whose job is basically to read people's emails at this company and make sure that they're not, I guess, abusing the email system. And these two women, who know that someone is monitoring their email at work, don't really care and share a bunch of personal stuff anyway over email. And this guy reads all of them, and he starts falling for one of the women, but as it says here, when Lincoln comes across Beth's and Jennifer's messages, he knows he should turn them in, but he can't help being entertained and captivated by their stories. By the time Lincoln realizes he's falling for Beth, it's way too late to introduce himself. What would he say? And I don't know, I just really like the sound of the premise of this one. It seems really fun and kind of quirky, and I'm interested to see how he kind of manages to carry off a romance that's based on someone reading someone else's emails. Yeah. Next up is Sense and Sensibility by, of course, Jane Austen. I have a copy of this one already, actually, but it is a library discard. It is not the most exciting cover. I mean, it's not like the worst cover in the world, but it's kind of beat up, and this is quite a pretty painted cover with the French flaps going on, and there's writing inside. It's a quote that says, "I am convinced that I shall never see a man whom I can really love." Unfortunately, it got kind of warped, I guess, in the mail, or maybe the copy was warped to begin with. So I'm a little bit bummed about that, but whatever. Maybe I can try to straighten it out with enough time on my bookshelves. And then lastly, from the book closeouts order, I have Indiscretion by Jude Morgan, which I have read before. He's written a few Regency romances. This is one of them. And his style has kind of been compared to Austen, although personally, I mean, I don't think it's that similar to Austen. It's kind of really, really difficult to approximate Austen. From what I remember, I think I liked it well enough, and I could not resist this cover. It is gorgeous. I love the peacock feather there. I love the font. Love the spine. It's just beautiful. And then the back also has the peacock feather again there. The one thing is, it does have the black like marker on it that I guess they marked it off because it was a sale copy or something. And it even got a bit on the front. Whatever, it was cheap enough. And then last, I also received a book for review, and that was from Simon & Schuster Canada, Linked by Imogen Housen. This is a pretty cool cover, and the story sounds really wild. It's about this girl who has been getting all these terrifying visions, phantom pains, and mysterious bruises for the last 3 years. And then she's promised this cure of this surgery, but on the eve of the procedure, she discovers that the truth is that she's been seeing the world through another girl's eyes. And apparently it's this twin sister she never knew existed. So the two of them are now on the run from the government. It sounds like a pretty fast-paced, sci-fi-ish thriller type of book. And those are the books I've received. And let me know what you think of them, if you've read any of them, and I'd love to hear what you've gotten as well. Bye!